it's Halloween today. Happy Halloween to you guys. We have finally reached Halloween, and this month went by super fast. And today we have reached Halloween. So I'm going to color a Deborah Muller picture in Halloween all year long. And I had a hard time picking a picture in this page to color. So I believe I'm going to color this one right here. This is the one I believe that I'm going to be coloring. Probably just using Oahu markers. So I uploaded yesterday what I colored. I went ahead, I got to record that around 6 yesterday evening. And today I'm uploading a video of all the beautiful colorings that I got from my Tag Misty Spooky Season 23. I'm uploading that so you'll be able to see all the pictures. And then I went ahead and cropped the video I made last night of showing the 30 Days to Halloween. That's going to be an extra video also, the same video but extra. So let's get started on this page right here. And I better put my cardstock down. So I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween and coloring some Halloween pictures today. I'm just going to be coloring today on Halloween. That's what I'm going to be doing, is coloring. That's what I like to do, is color. And I'm going to be coloring today. I believe this will be a good color for the little Frankenstein, the prom king here. We have the prom queen and the prom king. Start off with this color, the Oahu marker. I do like this green. What is this one? Acid green. Yeah, this month went by really fast, didn't it? October just flew by. So will November and December. Yesterday, I went through my coloring books that I'm going to try to color in. I got a big stack of them. But some that I, like the best out of my Halloween books to color in. And also, I created a Christmas tag. And let me pause this just a second. The tag is Misty's Christmas 23. Yeah, I had to look on Instagram to be sure what it was, but that's what it is, Misty's Christmas 23. And I posted about it on my community tab, and it started yesterday till December 25th. So you can submit to me all your Christmas colorings, and also you can use any kind of app and submit those too for your colorings. I'm just ready to color Christmas. Now last year I got depressed. It was depressing. I had a good tag too. Last year I had a good tag season. I had a lot of people, over 1,000 people submit for my tag last year. And it was really depressing when Halloween was over. I enjoyed it so much, and I got depressed. But this year is different. I'm ready for Christmas coloring. I'm just ready for it. I had a good amount of colorings for my tag, around 300, close to 300. So it done good, the tag did. And now I've got my Christmas tag. I went ahead and created it. So I hope I get a lot of colorings for that too. Did the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. That's what Dwayne was singing this morning when he went to work. He said, well, it's Halloween. And then when he went out the door, he was singing Monster Mash. This is the first page that I colored in this book. I wanted to color more Deborah Muller, and I just wasn't able to. There was so much I wanted to color. And I colored maybe one picture by Deborah Muller. And the magnets. There was just so many pictures I wanted to do. But I colored Deborah Muller all year round. But still, you know, the month of Halloween, you'd think I would have done better on it. But I didn't. I didn't do good on it. Did not do good on it. Today is my brother's birthday. He's 40 years old today. Born on Halloween in 1983. And I was 8 years old when he was born. 8 years old. Went to stay at Mama's. Daddy took me up to Mama's and I spent the night. And I remember when Daddy called and told Mama that it's a boy. I remember that exactly, clear as a day. When a dad called and told Mama that on the phone. I didn't want Mom to have Greg. I wanted to go trick-or-treating. I said, Mom, you can't have him. Wait till tomorrow. You can't have him today. I've got to go trick-or-treating. Of course, that, you know, that's not the case, but that's what I told Mom. I said, wait till tomorrow. Born on Halloween. Yep. Well, I'm thankful to have a brother. I really am thankful. The only brother I have, no sister. It's hard to believe that he's 40 years old. Hard to believe that, you know. Are you guys watching any Halloween movies today? If you are, let me know what it is that you're watching. I ended up watching The Mole People. I finally was able to watch it, and it was pretty good. Mr. Cyclip. Oh man, what was the name of that other one? But it was good. It was weird. It was a weird movie. If I think of it, I'll show you guys the DVD of what I watched the other night. And he worked in a lab. That one movie, he worked in a lab, and he made the people little. And then he discovered that they could get bigger again, and he did not like that. So he killed one of them. He killed the doctor that was little, and then he killed one of the others. Finally, in the end, he ended up dying. He fell in the hole there. He fell. Yeah, that was something. So that must have been a popular thing. That must have been a popular thing back then, you know, making people smaller for movies. Must have been a popular thing. I love watching the old movies around Halloween. Any time of year, you know, really old movies. The older, the better. They're not scary. You know, that's what I like. They're not scary. Which is good. There went something. I don't know what it was. I don't like real scary movies. They mess with your mind. I bought Trick or Treat, and I basically bought it just to have, but if I watch it, I'll make sure Dwayne's with me. I'm not going to watch it by myself. I can't remember how it went. Man, Dwayne watched it one time. Can't remember it. But I got it on Blu-ray. Thanksgiving next we've got coming up. I found my Thanksgiving coloring book. I've got one. They did the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. I had some really beautiful colorings for my tag. There were some really pretty pictures that people sent. And if I get any today, I'll submit them too. I just wanted to make a video, put all the pictures together, and then I found just one song to submit, and I copyrighted it. So maybe I won't get in trouble for it. Halloween all year long. Yes, that's right. That's a good color for his pants. That's a good color. Yeah, as I was saying, we'll be putting our Christmas tree up. The day after Halloween is when we put our Christmas tree up. Now, Betty's wanting to get her life insurance switched over, and to the bank, she's paid on it for years, over $100 a month to this life insurance place. So I called them the other day and I asked them about it. You know, and Betty was with me. They verified it was Betty. Betty Monroe's on the account. They wouldn't do it right then. They wanted to send her a form to fill out. And she hasn't got the form yet. And what's odd about it, guys, is that all of a sudden, this company changes their name. Can you believe that? So yesterday, Betty got a bill. It was double, $100 more. I said, Betty, they have a doubled your insurance bill. They've added more to it. She said, it's because I didn't pay on it last month. I was wanting rid of it, which wasn't a good thing. I didn't say anything. But that wasn't a good thing to do. I don't like this color. That wasn't a good thing to do. And, so yeah, what they did, now this was after we called the insurance company. They have changed their name. Now, isn't that something? That right there is a sign that that's fishy there. They changed the name. They sent the bill. Yeah, that's a little weird. Betty just said they changed their name, you know. Well, I got to thinking about it. That's just really not good at all. because she wanted to transfer her money. I don't know how much money she's got to the bank so she can take it to Chris Funeral Home for her burial. And they've been paying this for a long time to this one company, you know, and I don't know. I worry about it for them, you know. I was worried about it yesterday. Now, they could have sent the form with the bill, but they didn't. So if she gets the form, she has to verify that she has that bank. They have to sign a paper and verify it, that that's her bank. Have to do that. Can you guys see that lit up? You can, can't you? That's good. I've got the orange one too. I'll try it in a minute. See how it does. Oh, I really enjoyed coloring Cocoa Wild's 30 Day to Halloween. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, guys. I really did. And they've got a Christmas one. I'm going to probably give it a go and order it and do the Christmas one. I was thinking, well, maybe I should just do it in November. Go ahead and do it early. No, that wouldn't be right, would it? So starting tomorrow, I guess that I will start coloring Christmas, I guess. Don't really want to color Halloween much after today. I don't know. Depends on how I feel, I guess. Just blah, 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 blah. It just depends on what mood you're in. That's what it comes down to. What mood you're in, you know. That's it. The mood that you're in is what it comes down to. That's exactly it. Is this a good idea for hair? I don't know. We'll find out. This is really fun to color. Like I said, it was a hard choice picking out what pictures I want to color. This is the part I have trouble with sometimes when she color, with the way she draws her characters. I have trouble with that area right here. I have trouble with it, the hair area. And sometimes I give like the little hairs effect and it doesn't look right. It does not look right. Let's see now. Is anybody having a birthday today besides Greg? I'm just going to text him and wish him a happy birthday. That looks better than trying to add little hairs there. It looks better. I'm going to go in and add some more blue in a minute. Definitely want to come on here today and record a chat. That's why I wanted to do my video yesterday showing what I colored. There's this one color I absolutely love that has some really pretty colorings on Facebook. And I'm going to, if I think it, maybe you guys can go on Facebook. If I linked her, you could still go on her page and look at her art that she colors. She does really good. She said she mostly just uses pencils and markers, but she does excellent. She really does good. I'm ready for cooler weather. I really am, because it's been warm here like summer. It has for October. Monroe said it's scary. Well, it is. Yeah, it's scary to have really warm weather in October. And Dwayne said the snakes are still out. Yeah, they are. Yeah, those snakes are still out for sure. I had to go through I went up to the barn yesterday and looked through some stuff to see if I had a little container in there to put my small books in. Couldn't find one. And Dwayne said, you better be careful in there, because it might be a copperhead. Yeah, he was right, but luckily I didn't see a copperhead, but I didn't stay in there long. I was just looking to see if I could find a container. I found enough to do what I needed to do. I have about 3 containers I put my little books in. That helped a little bit on space, because I'm about running out of space I've got so many coloring books, I'm running out of room. But when I buy a coloring book, I have to make sure that I like it. Oh, let me do that. I have to make sure I like it before I get it. Let's see. This is a pretty good blue for her skin. Kind of blue I like. It's really light blue, which is hard to find. I'll tell you guys what this color is in a minute. Blue. This might be the pale blue. No. Let's see. Horizon blue. There's a pale blue that's really good too. I've used. Decided to color her skin blue. Prom Queen Lady. Let's see what we can do here. They've already got rid of the Halloween stuff at the Dollar Tree. They've got one little small bin of Halloween stuff. The rest of it is shelves of Christmas stuff. And I got lucky and I found a couple of toys that Casper loves. Christmas toys. Santa Claus, a snowman, and an elf that plays music. He loves toys that plays music. And I've got him the snowman before and the elf, but not the little, let's see, Santa and elf, but not the snowman before. Plays music. And one was making a funny racket. He wore that thing out. Let's see, was it Santa Claus? Dwayne got a hammer that same day and hit that sound thing and get it to hush, because it was all wacky. And then we went to Dollar Tree and found those toys. I told Dwayne, I said, yep. I said, that's Casper. He's letting you know that he's still going to get those toys. Yep. So luckily, well, you know, when they first put them out, it's a good time to buy them because they're fresh out and kids hadn't played with them much yet. They just look like they put them out. I was glad to find those for Casper. Now, Pepper and Jack doesn't like toys that much, but Casper loves them. I guess I'll see if Daddy can take me to Silva Friday, because I've got to go to Silva again Monday with Dwayne and Betty, but I think I'll just go get my check earlier. I get it Friday. It comes in. See if Dad can take me Friday. Get what I need done, and then Betty, she'll have to get what she needs done Monday, and I could probably just go ahead and go to the vet Friday and get all that done, go to the vet. I'm going to try not to have to buy flea medicine. I don't know. If it keeps getting warm, I'll have to buy some more flea medicine. You know? I'll have to. If it keeps getting warm, I'll have to invest in it. That stuff's $1, the vet for fleas. I've had a hard couple of months, it seems like, struggling. Right at the end of the month, barely have enough money left on mine. And Dwayne, he has money, and so that helps. Because it takes a lot from me and my animals. And I try to help my animals the best I can, you know. But it's taking a lot of my money to do it. Especially the flea medicine, $80. I'll try to pay a little bit on urgent care. Not the full amount, but what I can to urgent care. Maybe about $50 is what I'm going to pay them. They charge a lot at urgent care. It's ridiculous because they know you've got Medicare and then they sock it to you. They think that you can pay it just like that, whatever it is. It's crazy. Crazy, ain't it? I had to go. I had that rash that was just awful, so I had to go. And you can still see the rash on my leg, you know, one I told you about. Well, you can still see it. Yep. Not as bad, but I don't know what it was. Don't know. Yeah, I just don't know what it was. I didn't want to go to the doctor again because they charge too much, and try to fix it best I can. Oh, this is pretty. Oh yeah, have you guys been having trouble with Instagram? Sometimes mine says that it has a bug and it won't let me comment heart. It'll let me submit a picture and that's it. Or it'll say that I've went over the community guidelines. But I'm glad automatically it fixes itself, but I have to uninstall the app and reinstall it for it to fix itself. But I was wondering if you guys are having trouble with it. If not, I think I know who's hacking. I think I know who it is that's doing that. Because they're mad about something on there. That's what I think. But it could I could be wrong, but I had to make her shoes brown. Are you guys doing the Monster Mash today? I'm doing the Monster Mash. Oh, you guys. Let's see. Okay, I went and seen my Aunt Norma. I told you guys about that. Well, I went and seen her. Dad and Mom went and seen her and took me. She was up at Papaw's, so I got to see her and Timmy at Papaw's. That was fun. That was last Wednesday, so it's been almost a week ago. She went back to Indiana Friday. Got to see her for a couple of hours. I was wanting to go back up there Thursday, but I didn't make it. Dad didn't make it up there in time. She was up there at 10 o'clock, and Daddy still had things he had to do, so we didn't make it up there. But I got to see her Wednesday. She said she graduated, my Aunt Norma said she graduated the same year that I was born. I was born in 1975, and she graduated the same year, which is pretty interesting. And she said my Aunt Judy was going to work to Ingalls and hit a deer, and she can't get it fixed for like a couple of months for some reason. And I don't know if she's able to drive it or what. I don't know, but she hit a deer not far from her house. Norma said it wasn't far from her house that she hit a deer. And I was, that noise I remember, you remember, well, let's see, I remember and you remember. You know that sound I sent you guys, and it's on Instagram. You can go on there. It sounds like a bobcat, and I believe it is. I was telling Monroe about it last night, and he's like, yeah, he said he killed a bobcat before. He's killed one before. That was after his chickens. So it is possible that it was a bobcat. I know I talked about something else, but I just have to think of whatever I'm going to tell you guys. And when it comes to me, I'll tell you. Just trying to think of if there was anything else I need to tell you guys about Norma. I don't get to see her. I haven't seen her in 4 years because of COVID. When she comes up here, I was afraid of, around COVID. She didn't have COVID, but now you're more free and you feel like you can do more. Yeah, it's been 4 years. My Aunt Judy has worked at Ingalls for 25 years because I know it was a long time. And Timmy said, that's Norma's son, Timmy. He said that she had worked at Ingalls for 25 years. It's always been Norma and Timmy. Timmy lives with Norma. And, Michelle, she's got a daughter, Michelle. Michelle's got some kids. And Michelle, I'm not sure if she got back with her husband. Her and her husband was split up, so I don't know if she got back with him or not. Family you just don't know much about. It's sad, but you don't. I'm going to color these stars this color. Yeah, I had to make her shoes brown, of course, because I love brown. I'm going to tell you guys some ghost stories. and try to remember what I can. Let's see now. You know, I think I told you about, we lived in a trailer we rented back around 2000, and that trailer was haunted. And I remember one time I was asleep in bed, and I saw myself coming out of my body, and I was looking down, and this happened to me, you know. I was looking down, smiling, kind of above my body. Don't know what that was about. That's the only time that's happened in my life. I remember that. I remember some lady opening the refrigerator, and she sighed. It was a lady's sigh. She opened the refrigerator door, and I saw a green face. And this was on this trailer, looking at me, smiling, and it was shaped. And all this, I wasn't on any drugs or anything. I tell you, I wasn't. And it was smiling at me, and I was laying in bed, and I saw it. I wasn't asleep or anything. It was a green. It was shaped like a moon, and it was a face, and it was smiling at me. I still remember the face, what it looked like, clear as day. I saw a shadow move across the wall in that trailer, and it didn't look normal, whatever it was. It had a tail. It was black. It was a shadow. It wasn't a person. It looked like some kind of creature. It had a tail, and it moved across the wall, scared the far out of me. I was laying in the living room. That happened. And also, it was raining one night. Let's see now. This was in the same trailer. It was around 1 o'clock at night. I just laid down. It was raining outside. And I saw two kids going through the hall, a lot like a fog was appearing in the hallway. All of a sudden, a bunch of fog was appearing in the hallway. Two kids appeared. I could see them. They wasn't looking at me, but they was facing toward the living room, dressed like summer, and it was January. And the girl had pigtails, had on a dress, and I remember the boy had sandy blonde hair and a striped red and white shirt, shorts on, and now this was in January, and I don't think they seen me. They was happy. I mostly saw the back of them, and then they was turned to the side, and then I heard, also all of a sudden I heard the springs move on the couch, like they jumped on the couch and the springs moved. That happened, and they was white as chalk. That's the only time I've seen ghosts. They was white as chalk, bright white. And I heard that where we lived, the guy that rented it to us, his son was supposed to have killed some kids. So, and the landlord didn't want Dwayne digging in the yard. So that's kind of weird, isn't it? And I saw the children, too. A record player played. I drove up one time to the trailer, and record player was playing. We didn't have a record player. Sound like a record, playing. Music playing, clear as day. Right there at the back door. So that happened too. So a lot of things happened at that trailer. And then we rented another trailer, and Louise, my best friend Louise, died, and I was sitting up writing poems about her, and it was probably on 1 or 2 in the morning. Dwayne got up, and he was scared and spooked. He seen, looked like a lady's head, he said, moving across the wall. It was just a lady's head, and then it went to the closet and disappeared. And I was up writing about Louise when that happened. When my Uncle James died, I was laying in the bed with Dwayne, and I rolled over and I saw James, which was really strange. And you know, I still remember how James looked in the coffin when I went to the funeral. He had on a green sweater. He had his hair pulled back. He died in 2007. And that happened. I don't know why that happened, but it was like the way James looked when I saw him last. Green sweater. And I was awake, rolled over, and it was James. And Dwayne was laying there. That was really strange. But I'm just telling you guys, everything I have experienced, trying to remember everything. I had a dream where James was trying to tell me something, and he couldn't, the words wouldn't come out. This was after he died. And it's like, if you notice, I don't know, if you guys have had dreams before, you have dreams and it's like the loved ones are trying to tell you something, but they can't get the words out to what they need to say. They can't get the words out. But in my dream I had of Granddaddy, this was around not long after me and Dwayne got married, 99 maybe. I had a dream, 1999, I had a dream that, and Granddaddy, that was my great-granddaddy. That was Mom's granddaddy, my great-granddaddy. He lived to be 101. He told me in the dream that he hadn't found Grandmama yet. And everything around him was dark, which really bothered me. And he had a hard time forgiving people. Mama said, she said she hoped that he made it to heaven. And I told her, you know, about the dream. But he had a hard time forgiving people. And you have to forgive people. You know, you have to do it. And, yeah, he had a hard time doing that. Still remember the dream, clear as day. And that's all he said. I had a dream about Oliver. That was Betty's brother. He died about 5 years ago of cancer. I loved him. He was a preacher where I went to church at Cold Springs. And not too long ago I had a dream where I saw him laying in the bed. You know, last time I seen him, me and Daddy and Mama seen him. He was laying in the bed. He was sick. Daddy told him, said, I'll see you in heaven. And he shook his head, yes. And I had a dream that I saw him laying in the bed, you know, when he was sick. And he was beside of himself above the bed. And he said, that's not me. I'm here. That's not me. And he talked to me in the dream. He said, that's not me. I'm here. And he was fine, you know. But now my Uncle James, he couldn't talk to me. He could not talk to me. He couldn't get the words out. Tried to, but couldn't. And my Aunt Pam saw Mama. She come to her. She said she wasn't dreaming. She come to her in the bedroom. Beautiful. She said she was so beautiful. Her hair was a little bit longer. This was, I'm not sure how long after she died she saw this. But Mama come to her in the bedroom. She said she was absolutely beautiful. Said she was not dreaming, you know, or anything. And also, one time, I just got to missing Mama really bad. And that was Dad's mom. And I just cried and cried and cried that day. And that's the only time that's happened. I was missing her so bad. And Dwayne took me to the grave, Mama's grave. And I was like, give me a sign that you're here, Mama. Give me a sign. And I was crying, you know. Looked up and there was a cross in the sky above me. The clouds was shaped like a cross. Now, isn't that something? You know, I was like, give me a sign. And there was a cross there. A cross. I'll never forget that. A clear cross in the sky. That was a cloud. It was a cloud that was a cross right above her grave where I was standing. I was missing her so bad. You know. I'm just trying to think of everything that I have experienced in my life. And I might forget something. Now, Glenda, she has dreams of loved ones, you know, dreams like they tell her stuff and she dreams of it. And I don't have those dreams. Very rarely do I dream of a loved one. You know, it's every now and then when this happens, if I do. Sometimes I have dreams that Mama and James is alive and I'm with them at their trailer. I dream that a lot, you know, that they're alive. Yeah, I had a dream too after she died, and I can't remember who I was telling in the dream. I was at Mama's trailer, and I said, Mama's dead, she's dead. And they said, no, she's alive. It was a family member, but I cannot remember which one it was. I said, no, she's alive. She's not dead. She's alive. Or it could have been in James. Let's see. It was either Mama or James that I was saying was dead. And they said, no, they're alive. I had that dream. Wish I could remember who it was, but I can't remember. I had seen an angel a couple of years ago outside by the house here. I was sitting outside and it was right beside the trailer. Seen a beautiful angel. It's the only time I've seen an angel in my life, and it was a big, tall. It was a huge angel, glowing white. It was so beautiful, and the feeling that you had was just unbelievable when you seen the angel. It was just so soothing and warm and everything. The way I felt seeing the angel, and I just saw her for a minute, and then she disappeared. I'm not sure what that was about, but that's the only time I've seen an angel in my life. Beautiful angel, a big angel right in front of me. Don't know what the meaning was for that. Don't know. It might have been my guardian angel I saw. Could have been. But I won't forget it. Also, I have seen a UFO. I've seen 2 aliens. This was around, let's see, we rented June's house around probably 2009. It was around, or 2007, somewhere around that area. We was living at June's, and I was outside looking around with my camera. It was dark, and I had my Canon camera. And I zoomed in through the trees above the sky there, above the trees. And I seen 2 aliens side by side. And they looked like the way they look in pictures. Real skinny, same color, grayish color. So skinny that you could see their bones. They was that skinny. And they was just looking at me. And I seen this through the camera. Now, you couldn't see this with the naked eye. You know, for some reason, the camera picked it up. On the screen, I seen it. And, yeah, they seen me. I didn't see the ship. I just saw the aliens. There was 2 of them. Now, what I'm saying is true. And I went on, let's see, what was his name? His last name's Warren. And he's from Asheville. I went on his show and talked about it. He let me on his show on radio. So he called me from home, and I talked to him on the show about it, what I experienced. And I will look up his name to be sure to tell you guys, but his last name was, I do believe his last name was Warren. And he writes ghost stories in Asheville. He publishes books. So he let me on his show. He believed what I said. I emailed him and told him he wanted to have me on the show. So I told him what I experienced, like what I'm telling you guys. And he said that he believed the aliens was in a invisible ship. That they was in a clear ship. Because, like I said, I seen no ship, but I saw the aliens, 2 of them side by side looking at me. And like I said, they was real skinny. You could see them. You could see their bones. They was so skinny. And same color, same shape of head as people says. And I seen it. Could not get a picture, though. Could not get a picture. No, I couldn't. I tried to get a picture, but I picked it up on the screen. I could, like I said, I couldn't see it with my eye, but I seen it with the camera. And that happens a lot here lately. You see stuff on YouTube people picks up with cameras, and you can't see it with the naked eye, but the camera picks it up, you know. So I'm glad I was able to, I told you about the alien story too. That happened. I experienced that. And I went on a radio show and talked about it. I was nervous. I think it was like on Valentine's Day when I did this. Oh, I wish I could find the radio show of that, about it, because it's been so long ago as we lived at June's. But I'll look up his name and I'll post it in this video. The one I talked to about the aliens on his show. He doesn't have the show now, but he did then. Yes, I was very nervous, but I went ahead and done it. I remember I went out with Daddy that day. We went somewhere, and I told Daddy I was really nervous about it, going on the show. But I did it. Some people probably didn't believe it, but what I said was true. Everything I told you guys is true. And I told you guys about the lady at the house, the old house, when I was at the playground there, wearing solid black. It was an old lady looking at me. And that was a long, long time ago. And that old house has been torn down. She was a really old lady, and she was, oh, it scared the fire out of me. She was wearing solid black. And a lot of times when you see this stuff on TV, a lot of times when you see these things on TV, they're dark black. It's demons. And even ghosts can take on form. Ghost takes on form. Demons takes on forms of ghost. Demons uses voice of your loved one. So, you know, it's demons. I used to believe in ghosts, but yeah, and you guys can believe in ghosts. That's fine. But I believe in demons and angels, and that's, you know, but you can believe it. And there's unseen things that you can't explain. This like that time I think I was telling you guys about it. I think I told you guys about it. Well, me and Dwayne was outside and we seen that big star. It was like a Bethlehem star, but it wasn't in the sky. It was through the trees. It was really low. I don't know what that was. It was so beautiful, and I could not get a picture of it. I tried, and I could not get a picture. And I told Dwayne, I said, we'll never see that again. And he said, no, we won't. And I also experienced when we lived at Vernon's, it was bound to be a UFO. We was outside, and it was beautiful. It was in the trees, and it looked like Christmas lights just blinking, and it was round. It had lights on it, and all of a sudden it just disappeared. It was right above us in the trees, through the trees there. Christmas lights, it looked like. They just took off. And then we lived in that one trailer I told you about where I seen those two children. There was some weird things going on in the sky we seen too. Back and forth things was moving in the sky. That was really weird. So there's just a lot of things that you can't explain, there's just things you can't explain in this world. But I like talking to you guys about it, what I experienced, and I couldn't wait to tell you guys about everything. And I might be missing something, but 3 days before James died, I was over at Mom's on her treadmill, and something kept telling me to call James. I needed to call James, and I ignored it. I was like, it's okay. And it was just a strong voice to call James, and I didn't. And 3 days later, he died. It was like on Wednesday when I was hearing that at Mom's, and then that Saturday he died. He fell. He was working on a house and fell, and it killed him. And that Friday he texted me and he said he'd meet me in town that Saturday. I was going to give him a DVD I made of Smashing Pumpkins. I went and seen them. Greg went with me to see Smashing Pumpkins in 2007. That was the year James died. James was supposed to go, but he didn't because he had back trouble. So Greg went, and I was going to give James the DVD of the videos that Saturday, and he died. He had the funeral Saturday. That Saturday, James did. Yeah, that happened, and yeah, I had a strong voice telling me, so when we hear something telling us we better do it, and I didn't, telling me to call James. And it was probably the Lord telling me, because the Lord knows that he was fixing to die. He knows when we're all going to die, the day that it's going to happen, and how it's going to happen. He knows. So that was something. I still remember that. But, if there's anything else I experience in my life, I will tell you guys about it. And you can believe me, it's honest, and what I'm saying's happened to me. But I cannot think of anything else. I believe pretty much that's it. I can't think of anything else. I've taken a couple of pictures where I picked up something in the picture. They say it's an orb. It's just a small round circle, and one I took was pink, and it had a dog's face in it at a old building. And I found the picture, and I need to try to find it again, come across it. But it had a picture of a dog in the circle, clear as day. And then also, when somebody passed away, I remember the neighbor passed away when I lived over on Deep Creek, and that night I saw little white, it was strange, little white circles, bright, beautiful white circles in the yard there, a little bit in the grass, moving around and around. Saw that for the longest. I just watched it. And then I saw that same thing over toward the house where he lived, and that little circle, those circles was going up the door there, and I seen that clear as day. It was dark and when I seen it, but it's mesmerizing, and I remember watching it from the bedroom and seeing that. Just little white circles glowing, a couple of circles, and I experienced that. It was in the grass there, and then it was over toward that house where he lived. And then there was this one guy that got murdered up there where I lived, above us, on up the road, up the hill there. He got killed, and that was really devastating. But I never experienced anything from that. But yeah, I've really enjoyed talking to you guys and about my stories. That's one thing I look forward to doing today, was telling you some things that's happened in my life. Oh, also, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys about this. When let me put that right there. I hope you guys like this picture I colored. That was fun coloring on here. My aunt, she had a demon in her trailer. It was, I believe, honestly, it was a demon, and I went up there and spent the night. I was laying in the bed with her cat PJ, and I heard that whatever it was in the living room hissing, like it was hissing at the cat. Well, the cat was in the bedroom with me, but the cat was nervous too. It was looking, over toward the door, and luckily I couldn't see it because I was in the bedroom and it was on down, whatever it was, making that noise in the living room. And I told Pam about it. I said, whatever it was hissing at the cat, and PJ was nervous, and I was too. I had to pee, and I held it for 2 hours before I got up, I remember, because I was absolutely scared to get up. I didn't look in the living room where that was at either. I did not. I just, went to the bathroom, lay back down. She had something in there. I drove up to her trailer one day, and she had her back door shut good with the cloth there tied good, she said, and somehow it opened up. It was completely open when I come up and seen her. She'd talk about it too. She had different experiences in that trailer. I don't know what they did with the trailer, but I don't know if it's the trailer or the ground it was on. But she lived close to Cherokee, and a lot of people has passed away on that highway too, right below where she lived at. So I just about forgot to tell you guys about that, but I remembered. I was going to light up my orange light here, and it's about out. But this one's still working. But they do fairly well for what you pay. I got them at the Dollar Tree. So they do pretty well, I guess you'd say. But I'm going to have to put another tablecloth on because today's the last day of Halloween. I guess I could put a Christmas one on next month. I've got some real pretty Christmas ones. I wish I had a Thanksgiving one, but I don't think I have a Thanksgiving one to put on. And Dwayne just noticed my tablecloth last night. He said, "Oh, that's a beautiful tablecloth." And I said, "Well, I've had it on for probably 2 months because I colored Halloween, back in September. I colored Halloween too." So I've had it on a while, and it's a little ragged because Levi likes to peck at it. The corners. Spooky Fright, October 31st. That's what it says on the tablecloth. Spooky, and then bat, and then fright. Oh, I wish I could remember that guy's name to tell you guys. Joseph Warren, was it? The one I talked about the aliens? I'll look it up to be sure and tell you guys and link it on here. As far as capturing a picture of a ghost, I haven't. But I wish I could have got a picture of those children. I can still see them clear as day in my mind, and that happened in 2000. And I can still see that green-looking moon smiling at me. It was, I don't know what that was. It was a moon, the shape of a moon. It was green. And Dwayne said, "Oh," he said, "you must have been on something." I said, "Dwayne, I wasn't on anything when all that happened. All I experienced, I wasn't on anything, you know." And then same way with the aliens, I seen those. Oh, is there anything else I can tell you guys that I've experienced? I can't think of anything else that right off that I've experienced. I know when Grandpa died, he knowed he was, you know, a lot of times they know when they're going to die, don't they? And Grandpa did, and we went and seen him at the hospital, and he told us where he wanted to be buried at, around 28 on Franklin. That he knowed he was fixing to die. He knowed it. Now, when Louise died, she told me, she said, "Pray." She said, "They're praying around 6 o'clock, pray. And if God's got something else for me to do on this earth, I'll live longer." And she died. She passed away. She was a really good friend. She was a lot older than me, but she was a really good friend. She was probably in her 60s when she died in 2002. That's when she died, Louise. And I prayed that she would make it. You know, Lord, just let her make it. But it was her time to go. 2002 was when she died. Long time ago. Because she was coughing real bad, and I told her she better go to the doctor, and she had cancer. I didn't know Esther had cancer. She died last October. I worked with her at the outdoor center, and I didn't even know she had cancer. I think it was just all of a sudden she knowed it, and then she went. Because all of a sudden I heard that she died. Esther been gone a year ago. Sometimes I dream of Esther. You know, in a room, she's alive. I've dreamed of Esther like that. I don't think she hasn't said anything to me, but I've dreamed of her alive, Esther. And I've dreamed of BB, that was our dog, that she's been alive. And then I usually have dreams for some reason of her that I can't find her. She's alive and I can't find her. You know, that's usually the dream I have. We had her for 13 years. And Dwayne could have swore he'd seen a dog a couple times in here back around, I guess, 2013. He thought he'd seen a ghost dog. It looked like it was white and a dog in here in the bedroom a couple of times. I forgot about that. I never seen anything like that, but I remember he told me it looked like a dog. But you notice the animals you see solid white. If you see them on TV, on YouTube, people captures videos of animals. They're solid white, and you can see them. Like this one video on Slapped Ham was of a horse, and you could see the horse clear as day, and it was solid white. And then the people, of course, is black. That's demons. That's mostly what people's capturing on video on Slapped Ham. When you type in Slapped Ham, his videos, people, that's what they're capturing is black figures. It's demons. And the demons are on this earth, and it seems like the people's able to capture them on camera. They're able to capture them. Same way with the sound recorder. I'm not going to do that again, get into that. But I used to do that. And I'm not going to do it again. Experience with stuff, and I had an EVP recorder. I got voices. I got this EVP of a lady singing outside in the yard. She was singing, but say it's all demons. But I picked up stuff. I had a radio where you could talk to spirits. You know, they do that on TV. Well, it actually is real. I don't care what. And of course, my brother Greg said, no, it's radio waves. No, these people was actually talking to me on this radio. It was an EVP radio. I bought it off of eBay. They make stuff like that. You can buy them. EVP radio. Let's see, what kind of radio was it? Shortwave radio. Yes, this happened to me. And believe me, I'm telling you the truth. I used to do it, and I don't do it no more. I thought I was talking to Robin Williams for a whole year, and I believed it. In my mind, I believed it was Robin Williams. It was not Robin Williams. It was the devil. Because I picked up EVP that said the devil's supposed to be talking about you. I've been brought back. I heard that clear as day, and that's when I stopped. And that really affected me. I went to church for 4 or 5 years, and it just affected me so bad doing that. And yeah, I would sit in the bathroom. I got Casper when he was little on that EVP radio. They would talk to you, and it was demons. But I'm telling you the truth, they see you because they're like, "There's your dog. There's the dog right there." And I say, "Yeah, that's Casper." They would say my name. Demons. But I'm telling you the truth about it on that radio. And I used to do that for about a year, and took a radio over to the old house over here and picked up EVP. It's a voice. It's a voice. It's there's voices in the air, and when you dabble in that, you pick it up. And it was a clear voice that said Henry. I had that over here at the old house, and Betty's brother's name's Henry. And I would pick up voices talking about what they was doing, walking up the hill up here and stuff, and what they was doing, and they was talking. Yeah, when you dabble in it, you get it, but it's not good what you get. Never. And then what made me stop too is started getting heavier, because I believe I heard something knocking on the door toward the end, so I stopped. For a whole year, I never really had anything happen, which was good. God was protecting me. And the apps that you download on Play Store is not good. I don't recommend doing that either. I did that. And there was one that would talk all the time. The same ones would talk on it. Now, this is real. What I'm telling you is real. And the same ones would talk on it. And I went to that graveyard. They was there too on it. Michael was bad to talk on there, on the ghost app thing. So yeah, what I'm telling you the truth, it might be hard to believe, but I'm telling you the honest truth about it, what I did. And I will not go back to it. I told God, I said, I'm not going back in that. Because God don't want you to do it. Now, you guys can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you what I've done in my life, what I've done. But no, I'm not going back to it because God don't want you to. It's dabbling into things you're not supposed to know. And some people, of course, I can understand you want to experience it, and that was me. But no, I'm not going to do it anymore. But I did tell you, I decided to tell you guys about that. Yeah, there was a voice that, and I'll see if I can, yeah, I've got it on my YouTube of the voice that sounds like Robin Williams talking to me. And can you believe I actually believed it was him? No, it wasn't. The devil tells you that they can go back and forth. He lies to you. So he brainwashes you thinking, it makes you think it. So no, that wasn't him. But at the time, I believed it. And a voice can take on any form. A demon can. Leonard Nemoy, when he died, I asked to talk. See, I picked up Leonard Nemoy too on the radios, but it was a demon on that radio. But yeah, it happened. And if I can find some of the videos, I will submit them on here to you guys. And also, let me think while I'm thinking of it. Let me get that DVD and show you. Hold on, babies. Hold on. Okay. I haven't watched Cult of Cobra, but here's the one I watched here, the first one. And it's on the Sci-Fi Collection, Volume 2. And also, Mole People's on another disc. But I think I'll probably watch the Cult of the Cobra today and see how it is. This is on the Classic Sci-Fi Ultimate Collection, Volume 2. In case you guys want to look it up, because it's a really good DVD set. You can find it on Amazon. The Classic Sci-Fi Ultimate Collection, Volume 2. But I'll let you guys know how the Cult of the Cobra is after I watch it. So I've really enjoyed this, guys, and have a happy Halloween. I love you all, and I will be back again. Have a good day, everybody.